I'm gonna cover how to upload custom fonts to your Squarespace website, how to apply it to the whole website or one singular page, and also how to add headers or headings or different types of fonts, because Squarespace only limits to 3 headings and your normal paragraph text and quote. But except for that, you can't really have more than those. So let's do that. We'll start with going to design, custom CSS, and I already uploaded it, but basically, let me delete that. You go to manage custom files, you click on the arrow. I already prepped it here. It's called the styled edit. You upload it, and then you click on it. The reason for that is because we're going to use that URL. It will show an error. That's normal. We'll fix that in a second. And I'm going to go to the blog post that's connected to that video and copy that code that I already set up here. And copy that link to the file and put it in between the quotes here. And then you can name it whatever you want. I usually recommend to name it, to name the font the way it's named in the file. Okay. And then I already added a heading 1 to my banner, as you can see. So if we want to add that custom font to it, I already actually have the code for it on my blog post here, and then you basically replace font family here with the one that we wrote above, and it became a different font. And then you can also play around with the size of it. So I'm adding font size. This font is kind of quirky. I mean, it will show very small. So don't do that on other fonts because it will show as a huge font. Usually it's 14 pixels or 16 pixels. You can play around with it, but here we almost need like a 200 pixels to actually show up. And one more tip is if you want to change the color, you can also edit it in the style editor, but I'll cover why it's important later. You can also change the color of your font. So I went on that website, but you can go on any other websites. You know, hex colors basically are those pound signs and numbers that indicate a specific color. I mean, we can pick dark blue, copy, paste. And when it doesn't show up right away, basically you can add exclamation point important to make it clear that this is exactly the color that you want, because it will override the color that Squarespace actually sets up for you. And then we save, and that's pretty much it. And it will be applied, whatever you put in custom CSS here will be applied across the whole website. So if you create a new page with an H1 or heading 1, it will apply that style. If you want to apply this on only one specific page, let's say your blog page or a portfolio page, you can take it, copy it, and then delete it from here, save it. As you see, like it disappeared, but you can go to the specific page that you want to target. So we go to pages, and for now I only have home or contact. Do I have something on contact? I might. Yeah. So let's do contact. So for a normal page, you go to that little sign and you go straight to advanced. You add this, which is called style, with those signs as well, and you paste that code that we just added. You save, and it should show, yeah, contact us. Obviously, it doesn't show as well here So again, you can play around with it. It can only be 104 pixels. Yeah. So as you can see, like it shows here, but let's go to home. It won't show. So, that's a good way to customize a specific page. Now, if you wanted to add it, let me take it away from the contact page, save. If you want to add it to an index page, which is this type of a page, and I'll go over it later, you can click on advanced. You have to select this little sign. You go to advanced, paste, save, and now it will only affect that one page and not the contact page. So that's another little tip. And then I was talking about adding another header in addition to the ones that you have already. So that's a bit trickier, but I think it would be interesting to cover. I already prepped it here. H4. And that would be heading 4, which does not exist on Squarespace. So design, custom CSS, and here we should have the custom font, yeah. And we add H4. Basically, you can go any numbers, but like there's H1, H2, H3. So I just add H4. You can have unlimited amounts of custom fonts. I wouldn't suggest it, but you can. And let's do 104 because, as we saw, the font size can be kind of small. Save, and here I did font weight bold, which means just it will be bolder than this. Save, and we can do it here as well. So we'll actually add a coding block, which isn't always, I guess, accessible for different plans, but another walk around is Markdown. So H4, which is what we called it. Hello. H4. And as you will see, it will show right here. So, I mean, I would advise to do that like carefully because you might forget that you added that font. And you can only style it in the custom CSS here. So, only do it if you will do it like for one custom font. I wouldn't do for more than that.